Recently, the Aurora Borealis could be seen across America, and it wasn't just localized entirely within my own kitchen. This is Universal University, and I am the Kraken.
And I'm Doctorio.
And today we're going to be talking about what's known as the Aurora. This big display of lights that you can see up in the sky when you're really far north or really far south on Earth.
Or sometimes not even that far north, because I have family that was in Mississippi that saw the Aurora.
Yeah, it went crazy this week. I live pretty far north. I didn't get to see it because there was too much cloud.
Yeah, I couldn't see it because of light pollution, and I had an exam. So it was kind of a double whammy.
Yeah, well, maybe you should stop having exams and clean up that light a little.
I'm trying.
So what is the Aurora? Well, some people might tell you it's, light refraction because you're so close to one of the poles, or some people might say it's just geomagnetics and all this weird stuff.
Jesus.
It turns out it is like one of the most complex scientific things on the planet. It has to do with particle acceleration, photons coming off of protons and neutrons and electrons, and like the sun plays a role in it, the moon plays a role in it. It is absolutely ridiculous. And so because this isn't a crash course in physics, we're just going to be talking about some of the cool things that have happened regarding the Aurora in our lives.
Yeah, too complicated for you plebeians.
Or us plebeians, because...
Or us, yeah.
Some of you might have heard Aurora Borealis for the first time watching The Simpsons, which is pretty funny. But
that would be really sad.
It's actually really funny. Did you know that there is also something known as the Aurora Australis, which occurs in the southern hemisphere? So you have Aurora Borealis in the north and Aurora Australis in the south. So they are counterparts. So the general term Aurora refers to these lights, and the second word refers to where they take place. Borealis comes from one of the ancient gods of the north wind, Boreas, and Australis comes from the ancient god of the south wind, which is also where the country Australia got its name.
It was called Terra Australis because it was the Great Southern Land or whatever, right? I was recently in Tasmania, which is one of the main spots where you can see the Aurora Australis.
When you're up in Alaska, you might look up and see the Aurora, and sometimes it'll tell you where to go.
Why is it when I'm closer to the equator and I try to look at the Aurora, I can't see it with my eyes, but if I pull out my camera, it can actually kind of see it better than I can?
Because your phone has something called exposure in it, which means it takes a while to gather in all the light possible. And the Aurora happens to exist on a spectrum of light that your phone is better at capturing with longer exposure than your eyeballs.
The best way I've ever had it explained to me was, imagine if you had a bunch of tiny buckets that exist on each pixel on your camera, and that the longer you open the shutter, the more the buckets get filled from rain that's coming into your camera.
So next time you're watching the Polar Express and you see them go towards the North Pole with all those bright shining lights, you can point at the screen and say, "I know what that is." And then everybody at the family gathering will tell you to shut up and listen to the character sing.
Amen.
Thank you so much for listening and learning, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.